Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we are gonna work on the concept of simplifying algebraic fractions. So first of all, we will be learning about what is an algebraic fractions. If you see this expression here, this is an algebraic fraction. This is another algebraic fraction. So when we see an algebraic fraction, it looks like more like as an arithmetic fraction where we have numerator as well as we have a denominator. The only difference between an arithmetic and an algebraic fraction is in algebraic fractions, you have the numerator and denominator with constants, then variables as well. But in arithmetic fractions, you have just numbers like 6 over 3 and so on. Okay, so algebraic fractions, they look more similar to the arithmetic fractions. The only difference is algebraic fractions have variables. They have algebraic expressions which are made up of variables, which have different terms with constants and variables as well. So now we are going to focus in this particular lesson is for simplifying algebraic fractions. So when we have to simplify the algebraic fractions, so we have numerator and we have denominator. We have to write both of them in the factored form. Factored form means in the multiplication form. It can be like 2 brackets, 3 brackets, or one number multiplied by another variable and so on. Then we cancel the common factors and we simplify the result. For example, if you have an arithmetic fraction 6 over 3, so what we do, I can write this 6 as 3 times 2. I am writing it in factored form, and then I can see there is a common factor 3 and 3 both in numerator and denominator, so I can cancel them out. So the final result will be just a 2. Same approach we follow for the algebraic fractions. So here let's take one example. So the first example I'm going to take is 6bc over 3c. In algebraic fractions or in algebraic even expressions, when we write a term like 6bc, basically its meaning is 6 multiplied by b multiplied by c. So we are writing 6bc in the factored form, in the multiplication form, and 3c will be written as 3 multiplied by c. So c and c would be cancelled out. Then we have 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 2 is 6. So what we got at the end, 2 multiplied by b, which is 2b, and in the denominator I just got 1. Now because 1 is the denominator, so we will not write it even, we can just write the numerator, which is 2b. So this is the simplification of this algebraic fraction. Next, whenever you have to simplify an algebraic expressions like in the numerator and denominator separately, so you have to make sure the numerator and denominator are fully factorized, means they are in multiplication form. Cancel the common factors and simplify the result. Let's take one more example. This is very important over here, what I'm going to explain you. For example, you have x plus 4 and you have divided by 2. So can you write it in the factored form? Because it is plus, so you cannot do anything. And sometimes students, what they do, they will cancel this 2 with this 4 and they will say the result is x plus 2. But this is not a right way. So this is a very important point which is mentioned over here. When cancelling the in the algebraic fractions, only the factors can be cancelled. Factors means when you are writing something in the multiplication form, so this is one full factor. It can have one term like x and it can have more than one term like this. But you can cancel the full factor. You cannot cancel like one term. So x plus 4 by 2, we have this one factor x plus 4. So I cannot just cancel this term 4. This expression x plus 4, it is made up of two terms. One is x and another term is 4. And in the denominator I have 2. But I cannot cancel this 2 and 4 because 4 is a term of that whole factor x plus 4. If it is in the form of 4x by 2, that means it is 4 multiply by x and divide by 2, then definitely you can cancel them out. But if the factors one term is there and you try to cancel with them like here, then it is not possible. So for example, if I give you x plus 6 over 3, so I cannot cancel this 6 and 3. Why? Because this 6 is a term of this factor x plus 6. It is not just a factor. Okay. Now, next part is some questions where we can do the substitution and we can check whether our answer is simplified or not. See now, very important point. We were having one question, 6bc over b. Let's say this is a fraction. Okay, this is an algebraic fraction. B, let's say b is 2 and c is 3. So what I do, first without simplification, I substitute the value of b as 2 and c as 3 and I divide by the value of 2. So 2 and 2 got cancelled and I got the result as 18. Now what I do, I simplify this result and I got it as 6c, and then I substitute the value of c, which is 3, and I got 18. So even if I don't simplify and I substitute the values, or if I simplify and then I substitute the values, both are giving me the same results after the substitution. So if you have done the simplification properly, correctly, the results will produce, the substitution will produce the same results. Otherwise, not. So we can check through simplification and substitution whether the simplification is correct or not. So now the first part is 3x plus 8 over 4. They are asking us to check whether these 3x plus 2 is the simplified version of this 3x plus 8 by 4 or not. So first of all, what I do, I just look at this factor. The numerator has one factor which is 3x plus 8 because there is no multiplication sign, and denominator has one factor 4. The first factor, which is on the top, is made up of two terms. One term is 3x and another term is 8. And as we discussed that I cannot cancel a term with another term in the denominator. So this cancellation like this way, this is not right. And here they have done the same thing. So obviously I know just by looking at the question that this is not the simplified form. It is not correct. But they ask us to check this thing using a substitution. So I will substitute x as 4. So 3 times 4 plus 8 divided by 4. So it is 12 plus 8 divided by 4, which is 20 divided by 4, and that is equal to 5. And on the other hand, we have 3x plus 2. And if I substitute x as 4, so I am going to get here is 12 plus 2, which is 14. Now see, the simplified version is producing the value as 14 and the normal form is producing the result of 5. So they are not equal. That means this simplification is not up to the mark. Now second question you can do, because they are asking only using given the substitution. So you just need to substitute and you can simplify it. Now we have some questions over here and we have to simplify them. So what we can do over here, before that we have these questions as well. So we have a question 6a squared b over 3b. How can I, this is only one term because there is a multiplication sign between the letters and the number. So this can be written as 6 times a square is a times a times b over 3 times b. So I can see b and b can be cancelled out. 3 and 6 can be cancelled out and we will be left with 2a square. This is the simplified form. If I look at the next question, a plus b over a. Now this is one factor. This factor has two terms. One is a and one is b. So I cannot cancel the term by another term here. So this is the most simplified form. You cannot do any further simplification. This is the answer. Next, we have these kind of questions. Let's try question I, which is 2a squared over 4a cubed. You can apply the law of indices if you want, or otherwise it is 2 times a divided by 4 times a times a times a. So a's will be cancelled, another pair of a's will 2 and 4 will be cancelled. So in the numerator nothing is there, so it's just 1 because 1 times 1 times 1. And in the denominator you have 2 multiplied by a, so this is 1 over 2a, that is the answer. Now if we go to the next, same way we can continue the process of simplification. Let's pick up this question O, which is 4ab squared divided by 6a squared b. So this is 4 times by a times by b square, which is b times b, divided by 6 times a multiplied by b. It is not mandatory that you have to do the simplification in the first chance only. If let's say you simplify one step and you feel like there is more to simplification, you can do in the second step. So b and b got cancelled and a's got cancelled. Still I can see 4 and 6, they have a common factor of 2. So this 4 can be written as 2 times 2 and then we are left with a b, and 6 can be written as 2 times 3 times a. So 2 and 2 got cancelled and we are left with 2b over 3a. So this is the final answer. Okay. Then we have the next set of questions here. And those questions are where the factors in the numerator have more than one term. So for example, we have a question 2 plus a squared over 4a. This question, either you can leave it like this, or if you want to simplify it, you can do it like this way. The another way to simplify it, 2 over 4a plus a squared over 4a. Now this can be written as 2 over 2 times a plus a square can be written as a times a over 4 times a. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. A and a got cancelled. So we are left with 1 over 2a plus a by 4. So this is the simplification form. Then the next we have, here they have written, split these expressions into two parts and if possible simplify. So here they have given the strategy that because you have like 2x plus 8 over 2. So what they are saying, split the expressions into two parts. So how you can split? This term divide by 2, 2x divide by 2 plus second term divide by 2. Now if you can simplify, so do the simplification. 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So this is my answer. X plus 4. Then we have these questions. In these questions, if you look at the numerator, there is only one expression and it has two terms. But if you see it carefully, you can see something you can write in the factored form. So first question is 2x squared plus 4x over 2. So what I can see from the numerator, I can take 2 common and I can take 1x also common. If you want to do this topic, you should be good with the factorization process. So this inside will be x plus 2 and then in the denominator it is 2, so 2 and 2 got cancelled. So answer is x into x plus 2, or you can write down like x squared plus 2x. This is the most simplified form. So in this today's lesson, I covered the basics of simplifying an algebraic fraction. What is an algebraic fraction? What is the meaning of simplification of algebraic fractions? What should we do for simplification? And most importantly, what should we not do for simplifying the algebraic fractions? So this was all for our today's lesson. Thank you.